this whole place is located within a community.
Yep.
So how does the rest of the community feel that there is a whole sanctuary where snakes are kept?
You know, you're right, but this place was started in 2003. We had no neighbors around by that time. So this place was actually forest. But due to the value of this place, people, they started like buying around here. Actually, they feel safe because whenever they see snake around, they call us, we go and pick them. And actually before, this area had a lot of snakes because, you know, we're in a swamp, the place is bushy, so they had a problem of snakes and snake bites. So due to the result of this place, now they are very safe because when they find a snake or when they see a snake, they call us, we go, we pick that snake, we sensitize them.
For this particular area, it's safe to say that people have understood the value and the importance of having snakes in the environment.
Yes, because they benefit more. Yes.
I would want to know how I benefit more from a snake, but let's continue.
So where we are now, we have the species which is called the African rock python.
I feel like my camera person needs to see this for himself because he might throw the camera down and run away.
So the African rock python, it is the biggest type of a snake we have on Africa as a continent. But the one we have inside, they are all small.
Wait, this is small?
Yes, very small and young. So we have 3 of them. 2 are out of water, 1 is now underwater. So the one you can see here, they're on sunbathing right now.
So why do we have the other underwater?
The one which is underwater is going to shed off to have a new skin, because when they're going to shed off, sometimes they go underwater for like 2 to a week.
Also,
2 days to a week, yes. So water help them when they're shedding off to soften the old skin to have a new skin. That's why water with reptiles, they are more connected. A snake can survive for over 6 to 1 year without not eating, but it cannot go for over like a month without not taking water. It can get hydrated and die. So that's why reptiles with water, they're actually more connected. So they love water more than even food, because, you know, for the food they normally eat it once in a while, like once a week, once every after 2 weeks, like that. But for food, for water, they have to take it every after like 2 days. They have to take water. Okay. Yeah, that's why most of them, they love to be near places which are near water. This one which is inside the African rock python, that one can go for a bigger prey, but like here...
Us? You mean like human beings?
For sure, that one can go for a person who is like 4 to 5 years of age, 6 around there. But here we feed them with chicken. Yeah, we give them live chicken, because anytime you have to release them back in nature. It can go for a live goat, but because of this glass, we decided to give it chicken, or to feed it with chicken.
Okay. So when someone comes across this African rock python, what would be the best way to defend themselves? Because now we're mostly educating the public, you know, how to live in a friendly ecosystem with snakes as well, something which very many people may not understand. So if I came across this in the bush, what would be my first instinct?
You know, for the snakes, they don't have the outer ears. So for them, they get everything through a vibration form. So when you meet such kind of a snake, please, you know, reptiles, they have a way of defending themselves. Like for the python, it will make later see and lift a bit the head. Please, if you have seen it, stop from there, go back gently. Don't try to attack. Like
not running, I go back.
Yeah, don't run, because when you run, you're creating a sound on the ground. So stop from there and go back gently. So please don't attack. because sometimes you don't know the type of a snake you're attacking. For last year, we don't go in the bush and do the hunting. We wait for the calls from people that they have seen a snake here. Because our people, they don't know the type of a snake. They just call you, we have seen a snake, please come and help. The snake is in my house, the snake is in my compound, the snake is in my garden. So for us, we respond by going there. Sometimes they call you when it is a bigger snake like a python. Sometimes they call you when it is a small snake like these normal green snakes. So for us, we have to respond immediately. So this section is it's section for the venomous snakes. So the snakes which are here, they are venomous. The black-necked spitting cobra. Different types of cobras in Uganda, but it's one of the cobra we have which has unique behavior, because other cobras, they just bite when you're a bit close, but for this one, it can spit venom when you're a distance of 4 to 6 feet, and when you're too close, it can bite. It is very active at night. Yes, it is a bit rare to find it moving during the day, but at night, it is very active because of the food. All cobras in nature, they raise up their hood, they squeeze the venom to be on the tip of the fangs. So any slight mistake you do, for it will be very ready to fight. When it raises up the hood, it's a warning sign that if you cross this line, have no joke. When it spits in your eyes, you don't need to rub the eyes. You have to get something in a liquid form like water, soda, urine, and you keep on pouring in your eyes. So when you pour in your eyes, it means you are now trying to dilute the what? The venom. Because this one has a venom which is called a cytotoxic. It is like in a form of an acid. It burns everything. So when you rub, you're creating a friction, which is going to burn the layer, the one which sends the image so that you can be able to see. So you don't need to rub. So when you rub, it means sometimes you could not be able to see again. So this is the species which is called the forest cobra. These are one of the most common type of a snake around Entebbe. They love to be in places which is near water, bushy places, forested places. For example, you can see this one. The eyes are turning gray. It is now about to do the shading. So those are the clear indicators show that the snake is about to do the shading of the old skin to have a new skin. So they basically do that, the shading of the old skin, after 2 months. They have to be when they are done the shading. When they have done their shading in 2 months, they have to be when they are done the shading. So inside here we have variety. So we have these two are coiling together. I think you can see them. You can see the head here, and there is another head there. So these two are Mamba. These are the one which are known as the Jameson's Mamba. The front head, it's like a boomslang. You see, it's like, it behaves like a boomslang. And you know we have the black boomslang and the green one. So if you are not so sure of the type of a snake, please never pray to be a hilo, because you can die. So this is the one which is called the Jackson tree snake. It is black. Sometimes people they mistake it to call it a black mamba. So the black mamba is not black. Yeah. So this is the Jackson tree snake, extremely fast. This one is rare seen on the ground. It always be in the branches. And when you see making this part to be big, this downer part, just know it is now annoyed. It can come direct to you. And this snake has a behavior. It can actually swing from one branch to another.
One wrong move, if you let it loose here now, what is the worst that could happen?
You see? This is the house snake. Yeah.
House snake?
Yeah. This is the one which is called the brown house snake. Are you seeing this swollen part here around? That is food.
So it's fed, it can't eat that, right?
Yeah. So this one is also a bit aggressive because you see the way how it normally strikes. You see? See that? But it's not venomous. Normally seen in people's homes. And it is a nocturnal. It basically moves at night. You know, rats also love to move at night.
That's its main food.
Yes. So the reason why they come at our home, just to get those rats at home. But it is one of the most killed snake at home, in people's homes, because people actually land on them. They just think they are venomous. We found it when it was not in a good state, so we are now trying to treat it slowly by slowly. After some times, we shall release it back in nature. So these are one of the rare species we have here in Uganda. If you want to access this, if you're very lucky, try Chidepo Valley, you'll find them. Try Lake Embulo, you'll find them, and some parts of Maction Falls.
Why did you say that they are the most feared? What is it about them that makes them feared?
Their venom can kill in actually 10 to 15 minutes. You'll be when you're dead.
So there is no first aid that can be given for it?
We can just try.
Try?
You can just try. It is one of the most deadly snake on planet Earth. It is one of the most feared snake because this snake can bite all of us in less than 2 minutes. This one, just a mere scratch is enough for you to die. It has a venom which is combined of potent neurotoxic, cytotoxic, some potents of cytotoxic, and hemotoxic in it.
Okay, so for us who are concentrating on conserving snakes, and for this one you have said it is the most feared, and of course it kills within a space of 10 to 15 minutes. What would be the best defense mechanism if you came across it?
This snake is very shy.
It is shy, but it is the most feared.
Yes, The moment you tamper with it, it will also defend itself. But whenever you see it and just leave it to go, actually for it will sense you from far and run away. The species which is called the Nile crocodile, we have a few of them. In Uganda, we have two types of crocodile. We have the dwarf crocodile and the Nile. So the one we have here, these are the Nile. The Nile, they live in fresh waters, like lakes, river, swamps, dams, and even on springs, you can access them. So the one which is really fully grown, they can actually go up to 1,000 kilograms and more. And those are the males. Males grow bigger compared to the female. But the female, they are very aggressive in their nature compared to the female. So, and most of the time, female, they have a brighter colors. So male, they have a bit of dull colors. So they normally live in waters. I've told you what is their habitat, but they normally come out to do the hunting on land. So when they're on land, they pretend to be dead or not real. So it's one method of hunting. So for this animal, would normally come to take water. So would not put attention on them. So for this one, they crawl on their belly and grab them. They will take them, they drown them and take them underwater. Because for them, they can hold their breath for so long. They can go for over 45 minutes and more when they're just underwater. So if they want to go in a deeper water, because they love to be in a shallow water, sometimes they swallow stones to become heavy, to go in a deeper water so that they could not be affected by the waves.
I didn't get that right. The crocodiles swallow stones?
Yes.
As a mechanism to make them heavy?
Yes, because if they are planning to go in a deeper water, and also those stones help them to digest the food. In case they have eaten something which has a very strong bones. Those stones help them to digest the food. The male will do nothing to you. Completely, you may think that it's not real, but it's real.
We may think it's not real.
You see?
Let us throw in one of you.
This is the female. You hear the sound?
So like Lawrence has said, it's very interesting how, we naturally think that men or males are more aggressive than females, but when it comes to the Nile crocodiles, the females are actually more aggressive, which is quite interesting. But the reason as to why they are more aggressive is because they play a bigger role when it comes to family. They have to protect their young ones. Now, when I was taking a video recording of this, and when Lawrence was talking about it, someone whose name I won't mention said that, Munang, isn't it obvious that females are more aggressive? Names withheld for political reasons, but let's continue.
Manta lizard, as I've told you, that they are the biggest type of lizard on Africa. We don't have iguana, we don't have the Komodo dragons, we don't have, which one else? We don't have iguana, we don't have the Komodo dragon, so they are the giant on Africa. We have actually the one which are very common, the big one. We have two. We have this Nile manta lizard and the Savannah manta lizard. As I've told you, the manta lizard, they are the biggest in a lizard family on Africa as a continent at large, whereby they go 2.5 meters. Manta lizard are among the reptiles that are highly killed here in Uganda, because people normally they kill because they think they are venomous. Two, they kill because of money. They use the skin in making a lot of things from them, like long drums, shoes, wallet, belt, cover phones, and other nice things. So that's why they kill them. Others they kill purposely for food. Some people eat them.
People eat monitor lizards?
Yes.
Make it make sense.
In Uganda.
Have we run out of so many foods that now we are eating monitor lizards? But what would be the best way for someone who finds or comes across a monitor lizard? What would be the best defense mechanism? Do they attack?
Actually, for them, they don't attack.
By the end of this tour, I am convinced that I will probably, stick to my two favorite animals. The crocodile, obviously. The snakes, we're still going to do a poll, but let me know between the crocodiles and the snakes and even the chameleons that we have seen, which animal are you planning to conserve the most? Because hey, guess what? Even as we run away from these creatures, they're actually very important to our ecosystem. Okay, let's go. You people.
Just put it around you.
Yeah, put your neck.
Yeah, you.
You can come closer. Okay.
No, hold that thing.
I have the head. I'm just going to give you this tail. Then I put it on your neck.
Or I will just put it on the hand.
No.
In the neck.
The way he has been doing.
And these snakes, they get tired quickly. So it's about to get tired. So let us do it, and I put it back. Come this side.